This episode is brought to you by Blink, an Amazon company. Think you're ready for Prime Day? With up to 50% off Blink Smart Security, you will be. With crisp HD video, real-time alerts, and two-way talk, you'll know the moment your packages arrive. Save big on Blink Smart Security, starting at just $19.99 with the Blink Mini 2 plug-in camera. Shop now at amazon.com/blink.
Oh, tasty high note. Oh, hi, don't mind me. I'm practicing my new baritone sax. I just heard PayPal's paying for people's stuff every day for 100 days, and there's 10 million up for grabs. All you have to do is use PayPal checkout online. So there's never been a better time to buy a few things off the old wish list. Like this leaf blower! PayPal could pay for your purchase. The Great PayPal Checkout.
No purchase necessary ends July 18th. See official rules at paypal.com/thegreatpaypalcheckout/terms. Participating merchants only must use PayPal checkout online. Coverage of up to $100 and eligible purchases per card.
This podcast contains adult themes and language, and some of the things that we discuss may be disturbing to some listeners. In this podcast, we discuss sexual assault, torture, race, and murder. Listener discretion is advised. Please take care of yourself.
Fruities, welcome to our newest segment. Love you, bye. I'm Wendy, and that's Beth.
Hello.
And this is going to be basically a bi-weekly minisode, and we're here for just some fun, informal chit-chat and bullshit and catching up. It's a work in progress.
Yes, so if you're listening to this and you have an idea for us, what we should cover or talk about, get at us.
Yeah. Well, we are here, and my friend, how are you?
I'm doing good. I took a week off and went on vacation. I went to California. I went to the beach with my daughter and grandson.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it was really nice to get away from the job and everything.
Yeah.
So I was boogie boarding in the ocean, and I stepped on a stingray.
Wait, you were boogie boarding?
Yes, I was boogie boarding.
White ladies are not scared of nothing. Okay, so you're boogie boarding.
Yeah.
And then you come across a stingray and step on it.
But
you live to tell about it because my hero, Steve Irwin, did not.
No, he got struck in the chest. I think the barb went through his chest. So I just stepped on a little stingray. I thought it was a jellyfish, It was squishy and my foot hurt. So I came out of the water. I'm limping, and my daughter came down. Yeah, because it was very painful, very painful. So my daughter came down, and she's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I think I stepped on a jellyfish." And she's like, "I'm going to get the lifeguard." And I'm like, no, I'm okay. And she's like, no, I'm going to get the lifeguard. So she got the lifeguard, and he looked at it, and he said, it was a stingray. I stepped on a stingray. So I had to put my foot in a bag of hot water, as hot as you can stand.
What?
Yeah, to break down the toxins. So it makes the pain go away.
Oh.
So yeah, it was, and it worked right away. If you kept your foot in the hot water and it wasn't painful. As soon as you took it out, it was painful. So I had to do that for an hour and a half, and then I was fine. Yeah.
Wait, oh my God. How were you still trying to enjoy the beach? While your foot is in boiling water?
I went back to the motel.
They
had
you
these
just sat on the beach
no.
with a pot of boiling water on your foot. Okay.
No, they actually gave me a bag, a Mylar bag that they use for frozen things and hot things, that kind of thing. And they put hot water in it. They're all ready. They're ready for this to happen.
Yeah, of course. Well, okay, friend. And shout out to your daughter. I had no idea if you're not drowning in the water that you can ask a lifeguard for help for something.
I was like, I don't want to bother anybody. But thank God she did. She's bossy and she's very protective. So yeah, she was like, I'm going to get the lifeguard.
Oh, I'm so glad that she did. She saved your life.
Well, she saved me a lot of pain. I would have been in a lot of pain. So.
Oh my gosh. Oh, do you have any marks? Was it red? Did it swell up? Did it blister?
Not.
Any pus?
No, none of that. There was a little cut because I stepped on a barb, I guess.
Okay.
So there was a little cut, and it was like bruised, but other than that, it's fine.
Wow. You survived a stingray attack.
Actually, I attacked the stingray when I stepped on it.
You know what?
I was like,
wow.
yeah, stingray's going to stingray.
Stingrays' lives matter, Beth. I don't know if you...
I know. It was really rude of me. Really rude. So I don't blame the stingray.
Yeah, no. Oh, what? I can't... What else can't you do? Did you learn how to fly a plane also this weekend? I mean, what?
No.
Okay, so can I tell you about the thing I've been dying to tell you that I did?
Yes, tell me. What did you do? Oh, my God.
I have my garden that I'm obsessed with.
Okay.
And I've been seeing a lot of garden stuff pop up in my feed. And one thing that's popped up consistently is the fact that you can use a electric toothbrush to help pollinate your plants.
What?
Like you can just take an electric toothbrush, put it on the back of a sunflower that's, on top of a bunch of other plants that you've got growing, but not below it or nearby it. And the pollen will woo-hoo-hoo, go out. It'll shake it loose.
Weird.
If the bees aren't plentiful in your area or the dragonflies or butterflies or,
whatever,
somewhere else. And so I don't have an electric toothbrush because I haven't really had a home for the past 8 months.
Right.
I mean, I have had homes, but an electric toothbrush has been the least of my concerns. I just use manual. But I do have my vibrator. And I did it. I took my vibrator and put it just as they showed in the garden TikTok videos with a toothbrush and used my vibrator on all the flowers that I saw in my garden to help pollinate the plants. And do you know what fucking happened the next day? 4 tomatoes, bitch.
Oh my God. I thought you were going to say that the flowers grew out of your hoo-ha.
No, that would be crazy though. But my stomach hurts. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm glad you got some tomatoes out of that.
Yes, I am as well. Oh my God. So yeah, my garden is better than yours. Damn right. It's better than yours. I could treat you if I have to charge up. Oh Lord.
That's crazy.
When you hear Lululemon, you probably think of Align yoga pants, weightlessly soft, like you're wearing next to nothing. That's why you see them in class, at the grocery store, and in the park. But did you know about skirts with built-in liner shorts so you can still jump for the Frisbee? And tanks and bodysuits? With Align's iconic stretch, you won't want to take it off. And with endless style options, you don't have to. Shop in-store or online at lululemon.com.
Meet the most capable CR-V Honda has ever dreamed of. The all-new CR-V Trail Sport Hybrid. With all-terrain tires and available enhanced traction control, it's built for wherever the day takes you. Heated front seats and a heated steering wheel, ideal for winter drives and crisp early starts. And with generous cargo space, it's ready for big gear and even bigger getaways. The CR-V Trail Sport Hybrid. Learn more at honda.com/CRV.
What else is bringing you joy, friend? What are you watching? What are you enjoying?
So, did you watch the Titan documentary on Netflix yet?
No,
about
ma'am.
the Titan submersible?
Oh my God, there's a documentary.
There's a documentary about it. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah.
Tell me more, please.
That's good. So
Okay.
it's on Netflix. It's like, I don't know, 2 hours long or something. It's really good.
Tight.
If you guys don't remember, the Titan submersible that imploded in the ocean a couple years ago.
That's right. Yeah, some billionaires, some billies wanted to go
Yips.
down and I don't know.
Look at the Titanic.
Look at water? Oh, look at the Titanic.
The Titanic.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, yeah. And then on that same vein, there's a series of documentaries called Trainwreck. There was one that we watched a few years ago about Woodstock 99.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Yeah, now there's one about Astroworld.
Oh,
yeah.
Travis Scott concert
Yep.
gone wrong.
Watched that one, and it was really good, although it was very sad.
Yeah, because I think, 10 people died, including a kid?
At least 9 people died, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I can't wait for the next one that's dropping next week.
Ooh.
It's called The Poop Cruise.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay, I just have to. We all saw the Poop Cruise news and we're like, we can't wait until the documentary. And then all these disasters happen. COVID, wars, Trump.
Well, it's finally
and we forgot
here.
all about it. And
Yeah.
the
it's time for the
universe
Poop
does
Cruise.
listen to us.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you.
So, yeah, the Trainwreck series on Netflix. Give it a goog and find
love
all of
that.
them. Yeah.
Oh, I love it so much. Thank you, friend.
You're welcome. What are you watching?
What am I watching? Well, let's see. What am I watching? I watched the Tonys, kind of, and I watched the clips on the internet.
Okay.
And did you see the Hamilton reunion?
I didn't. No.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't watch
What?
those kind of shows. Sorry.
Wait. Okay. But the Hamilton reunion has to have popped up in your feed.
No.
Oh my God. I can't believe that. Okay.
What world am I living in?
We're going to have to go behind the scenes. I have to talk to my friend Beth. Beth Anderson Williams. What is going on? Okay, so the Tonys happened. Here's what you need to know as a Hamilton fan, okay?
Okay.
The Tonys happened. That is
Okay.
the award show
Right.
for shows like our fave, Hamilton.
Right.
Hamilton won a lot 10 years ago when it came out.
Okay.
It was hosted by our other favorite person. Her name is Cynthia Erivo. Who wicked?
Oh. Yeah. Your doppelganger.
Yeah. Okay. And then
Okay.
yeah. Whatever. So,
Okay.
so she hosted it, and it was perfect. It was amazing. She was the best. But leading up to the Tonys, there was a bunch of controversy about that loudmouth white lady, Patti LuPone. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay,
Patti
vaguely.
LuPone.
Yeah, vaguely. Okay, so this is ringing a bell.
Okay,
What happened with her? Tell me about it.
Patti LuPone had a one-sided imaginary beef with my Broadway queen, Audra McDonald.
Okay.
And Audra McDonald was the black lady in the TV adaptation for Annie. Annie was white in that version, but there was a black lady on TV singing Broadway songs, and that's when I knew this lady is the shit. Audra has won 6 Tonys. She has won 2 Grammys. She has won an Emmy. And I think
So what's Patti LuPone's problem?
Nobody knows.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And nobody cares. In fact, nobody cares so much that Audra McDonald did a brain exploding performance of a song from the show The Gypsy, I think is the name of the show, Gypsy.
Okay. Yeah.
So spoiler alert, I'm a poor black kid from the Bay Area. I ain't never been to Broadway, and my only introduction to Broadway was through CDs and PBS
Right.
and Spotify. So forgive me for how I talk about all this stuff, but the Gypsy Show. So
I actually don't know that one. I know of it. I know the name, but I've never seen that one.
Okay. So I don't know anything about the show other than that my hero, Audra McDonald, is in it. And she did a performance at the Tony Awards. In my opinion, it's been getting a lot of backlash.
Why?
People called it raspy and screechy and so out of tune. But it was, she sang from the gut of her toes, from her soul. It was, to me, a fuck you to whatever imaginary beef somebody has with me, I don't care because I am amazing.
Right.
And I'm going to show you that I'm amazing. And it just said, yes, I am that girl. You ain't shit. Bitch, you could never. In the whole performance. And it was amazing. Also, the Hamilton cast did a reunion medley that was outstanding. You gotta go to Instagram or TikTok and check it out.
Okay, I'll find it.
Me and my daughter were loving it. And they all wore black, like a funeral, because I think democracy is dead.
Yeah.
And
wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty strong imagery there. Yeah.
But it was so, I mean, it was really, really fun. It was the Venn diagram of all my favorite things. It was all there.
It was there. Yeah.
Yeah. What else did I watch?
Did you see the TikTok with so I guess Trump went to go see Les Mis, like he would understand it. And then
Monsieur Datanage.
So he went to see Les Mis and there was a bunch of drag queens there. That was awesome.
Oh, I did not see the clip.
You didn't see that clip?
Speaking of Broadway, again, Les Mis was my first Broadway love, but I never saw it. I only heard the music in the car on the way to school.
I only saw the movie. I never saw it in the theater.
So me and my cousins used to belt the entire show in the backyard, in the house. And the innkeepers who are taking care of Cosette, they're sort of grifty, sleazy. And so my cousin, who we used to belt in the backyard, Broadway songs for all the neighbors to hear, said that he believes that the irony is that he is the innkeeper. Yeah, he's the innkeeper. He's the bad guy. And he doesn't. He has no idea.
He has no idea. He thinks he's the hero.
Yes. Oh my God. And the whole irony too is that it's about the French Revolution.
Yeah.
It's
nuts.
so crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I didn't see the clip, but I'm going to go look at it now. Hey, speaking of other crazy clips, Ted Cruz is a joke. And now
that was really
I agree
painful.
with Tucker Carlson.
I know.
Just
that was
on this point,
really painful to watch.
Yeah. Hey, and if you haven't watched Handmaid's Tale season series finale, but
I was just starting to finish it. I mean,
okay.
I think I've ended up stopping in season 4.
Yeah.
So I'm going back again. I have the strength to do it now. For whatever reason, I don't know.
It's instructive for sure, but there's a point where the protagonist or the antagonist tells the protagonist, "Hey, we're on the same side now," and the protagonist June is like, case by case basis, and that's what I mean to say about Tucker Carlson. We agree with him now for this one minute
I saw
thing.
A TikTok last night. A lady was like, I will freeze in hell before I agree with Tucker Carlson. It was like in the past, and then now, and she just gave this funny look, like
she's dead.
Like,
I guess I gotta die now. That's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what?
Yeah.
What?
Crazy.
So
we're living in the upside down. We've been living here for a long time.
Yeah, just a quick synopsis for the fruities listening. Like, what the frick are they talking about? Ted Cruz went on to Tucker Carlson's show and was just kind of parroting things, and Tucker
the
Carlson
usual
is
talking
very
points, as they do.
Mm-hmm.
They just spout these talking points, and nobody challenges them. So.
Yes, and as we know from our pal Rachel Maddow, Tucker Carlson was not always like this. He used to be a critical thinker, a real journalist. He used to really care about the truth. And on this particular interview, it seemed like that guy he's still there.
Yeah, somewhere underneath all that slime.
Yeah, Nickelodeon Choice Awards level slime. But Ted Cruz was like, "Let's Bobby Ron" or whatever, and then Tucker Carlson was like, but dude, why are you saying that?
Yeah,
do you know anything
was like,
about
do you
that?
know? Yeah,
he was
do
really
you know how
interrogating.
many people live in Iran? And do you know anything about them? Or you know, and Tucker or what's his face, the other guy, Ted Cruz.
Yeah, was like,
I don't know.
No, now he did. Now you're an anti-Semite.
Yeah.
Whoa! That what it was
just looked
a
nuts.
really fiery is what a lot of the journalists are saying about it. But it was an interesting exchange. It's been shared a lot by both sides of the media and the political aisle, and so it's interesting. Like, we are in a crazy tipping point, which is why everybody should buy their beginner's guide to surviving the apocalypse.
Marketers, you know that feeling when your content just works? When you crush a viral trend before 10 a.m.? When one tiny tweak to a landing page sends click-through rates through the roof? That's Contentful. Dynamic content made blissfully simple. Contentful helps you create and launch personalized experiences instantly across any digital channel. No stress, no limits. Only possibilities. Come get the feels at Contentful.com.
This episode is brought to you by Buffalo Trace Distillery. Powerful yet smooth. Contained but never tame. Proudly going their own way, but never going alone. This is the spirit inside Buffalo Trace Bourbon. Made at Buffalo Trace Distillery, the world's most award-winning distillery. Buffalo Trace is always perfectly untamed. Distilled, aged, and bottled by Buffalo Trace Distillery, Franklin County, Kentucky. 90 proof, 45% alcohol by volume. Learn more at buffalotracedistillery.com. Please drink responsibly.
I started re-listening to a podcast that I like called Wicked Words.
Oh, I don't know if we've talked about this one, have we?
I don't think so. It's a white lady, and
I'm 1 foot out already.
Yeah,
Tell
I
me
know.
more.
That's why whatever. So she interviews writers, and they talk about their books and their true crime books, and they're really interesting.
Oh,
the one that I listened to the other day was about this guy who hijacked a plane, and they were talking about the late 60s and the early 70s when hijacking a plane was actually kind of common. And I remember this. I remember, people hijacking planes all the time, taking them to Cuba and other places. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
No, wait, I didn't know that was I had no idea.
It was a
thing.
Yeah, I remember it from when I was a kid. And lots of other crazy shit happened in the late 60s and early 70s. You know, Watergate, ever heard of it? And it just, it kind of made me feel better a little bit. Like, we went through that crazy ass time back then.
Yeah.
Maybe it's going to be okay. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I love that perspective, sort of reflecting back. I have also heard conversations about that as well, popping up in my algorithm, and people saying, hunker down. The 1920s was a time of great change. And so
all the flappers and stuff, people were losing their minds.
Yes, exactly. I mean,
about the flappers, they were losing their minds.
The politics, the different fights for liberties,
then there was the Great Depression, the World War II, World War I, then World War II, all of that shit happened.
Yeah, and so if you kind of think of the decades where we're sort of due for a revolution,
for something,
is what the timeline is
for something to
suggesting.
happen.
Yeah, and I feel it in my bones. So yeah.
Well, if you're interested, the book that the lady interviewed the guy about is called "The Skies Belong to Us." It's by Brendan Corner.
Hang on, I'm going to type that. Great. Hey,
got it?
I would like to tell you about a book as well.
Okay, what is it?
Well, I love horror, blood, guts.
Yeah, all
true
that
crime.
Stuff. Yep.
You know what? You said something happened to you, and one of my questions was
You were
there
like,
any pus?
was it? What did it look like? Did you lose your
smell
foot?
like? Tell me, were there bubbles?
There was blood.
Okay, that's great.
That's good. It was
good.
mixed in sand.
Ooh,
Yeah, I
that,
thought you might like that.
that evokes a lot in me, and thank you.
You're welcome.
There,
Happy birthday.
thank you. Yeah, it's Gemini season, y'all. Everybody prepare to be very sick of us. Very sick of us. Let's see. It is a book, and it is scary as fuck. But I just started it, and one of our fruities told us about it, and I'm looking for that information in my news.
And you're stalling.
I am.
I know you.
Oh! I thought it was the internet.
I know you.
Yeah. Shout out to this lady for letting me be me. Not a lot of people do that, and I resent them deeply for it. And at this point, hope they're dead. I don't.
Oh, okay.
That
All right.
bitch.
So while you're looking for
the
the
book.
book, real quick, what did do to you?
Just wouldn't let me be me. That's all.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
And
stifled you.
I hate that. Yeah. Hate it. And a plague on all of her houses.
All of her houses. Yeah.
Okay, so this book, it's very, very scary. It's called Ring Shout. And I don't usually read horror or listen to it. I like to watch it.
Yeah.
But listening to it really tickles your spirit in a very particular disturbing way that I've not been tickled in before.
Ring Shout. Oh, geez.
Ring Shout.
Is it about something about the
It's
Ku
about the
Klux
Klan. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
about history.
Wow.
It is by, it's, again, one of our
looks
fruities
really
suggested
good.
it and was like,
Yeah.
you might like this. And
Yeah.
guess what?
You
They
love
were
it.
100% right. So this is my summer read, and I know I'm privileged to be able to do this, sit outside and listen to a book in my garden, and that's what I did, and it was really enjoyable. It's by P. Jelly Clark. The internet says it's a gripping novella that blends historical horror with speculative fiction, set in 1920s Georgia, where the Ku Klux Klan isn't just a hate group. It's a literal infestation of demonic creatures
Oh
called
my
Ku
God.
Kluxes.
Oh my God. Wow.
I'm loving it so far. So
Nice.
thank you for that recommendation to that fruity. And also, what else are you enjoying? Or should we get into something else?
I guess we should move on to the news portion of our show.
Why not? Why not? Let's talk about some news. Well, I'm going to say rest in power to Ananda Lewis. Do you know who that is?
No.
Okay, so she passed away. Do you remember MTV and MTV VJs?
Oh, yeah.
And the beautiful black one?
Yeah. That was
Ananda.
Oh,
and
okay.
for me, she was like, for 10-year-old me, I'd never seen just somebody like her on TV. And she was also, she was a
inspired
VJ.
you?
Yeah, she was on TRL Live, and she hosted the spring breaks and, you know, all the
that stuff,
debauchery
yeah.
that came along with that. And I was like, whoa, people do this. Oh my God, I can't wait to go to college. And, you know, she was just a really, really powerful voice for young black people in the 90s and the early 2000s.
Okay.
And later in her life, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. And her diagnosis came during COVID. She found the cancer doing a self breast exam.
Right.
You know, remember COVID? You couldn't go to the doctor unless it was an emergency. You
Yeah.
couldn't have surgery unless it was an emergency. And she decided not to do surgery. She decided against chemotherapy. And there's interviews of her talking about her experience. She was always very, very open about the whole thing. And at some point, because of the health path, the homeopathic path that she chose, the tumor did actually shrink. And she was always advocating black women, because black women die of breast cancer more than white women.
Yeah.
Because we don't get mammograms.
Right.
And she's like, get your mammograms, girls. Come on, y'all. And her treatment plan, she stuck to it, but the cancer ended up metastasizing. And up until she died, she just kept advocating for breast cancer awareness, especially for Black women, to get the tests, to stay on top of it. She was a mom, she was a partner, and to me, she was an icon and one of my heroes. So I just want to say rest in power to Miss Ananda Lewis.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah.
I have another sad one, too. Rest in power. Another celebrity. Jonathan Joss. I don't know if you know who that is.
Not familiar.
He's a 59-year-old Native American actor, best known for voicing John Redcorn on King of the Hill. Oh. And he also portrayed Chief Ken Hotate on Parks and Recreation.
Wait, wow.
Yeah.
He talks about, I've seen interviews of him about this role, how meaningful that role on Parks and Rec was for him.
Wow.
Because he'd never had a role
like that.
Where he got to wear a suit. Just like the other dudes.
Right.
He never had a role. And I like thinking about that. Oh, my gosh.
Wow. Yeah.
Rest in power to that man.
He was actually shot. Yeah.
What?
This happened on June 1st in San Antonio, Texas. I didn't know this. He was gay. He and his husband were returning to their home, which had been burned down.
What the fuck? So this is the hate crime? Anyone?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
So they went back to the home to pick up some mail, and he was shot. And the suspect is 56-year-old Sigfredo Alvarez Ceja, or Ceja, C-E-J-A. How do you pronounce that? Ceja?
C-E-J. Yeah, Ceja or Ceja.
Yeah. So that's the suspect.
Okay.
He was arrested nearby and charged with first-degree murder. He's since been released on bond.
What?
Yeah.
My God. We're in the upside down.
I know. Joss's husband reported that they'd been facing ongoing harassment, including homophobic slurs, and claimed that the shooter yelled anti-gay insults before shooting Jonathan Joss. So horrible. Everything about this is horrible and very sad. And actor Nick Offerman noted that the Parks and Recreation
That's the white
cast,
man everybody should aspire to.
He said the Parks and Recreation cast had been texting him all day in mourning when it happened. They were all really upset. So, yeah, right over there.
Yeah, no, it just makes me really sad. Like I was just like enjoying him. Even though I didn't know all that stuff about him. I was just enjoying him last week, and it just feels really
raw.
Yeah. Well, rest in power.
Very sad. Rest in power to Jonathan Joss.
Yeah.
This podcast is brought to you by Carvana. Buying a car shouldn't eat up your week. That's why Carvana made it convenient. Car buying that fits around your life, not the other way around. You can get pre-qualified for an auto loan in just a couple of minutes and browse thousands of quality car options, all within your terms, all online, all on your schedule. Turn car buying into a few clicks and not a full week's endeavor. Finance and buy your car at your convenience on
Carvana.
Financing subject to credit approval. Additional terms and conditions may apply.
Oh boy, golly! Is there anything else that happened?
So, Karen Reed, who is on trial.
Oh yes,
she was found not guilty.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now I know there's a lot of mixed feelings. About her case.
Right. There's a lot of theories about what happened, and
we're going to talk about it.
We are. Okay.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it. Not today. I don't have any notes. But I just remember when we met with Andrea to be on this network, she mentioned Karen Reed. And I didn't know anything about, all the white ladies, they're all the same to me, and all their stories seem they blend together. And so I didn't know anything about her. I've seen the thumbnail
Here's something
to watch the documentary
that you will find interesting and might prompt you to want to know more, is that a lot of people believe that she was framed by the police. Yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Why didn't anybody say that? Karen Reed framed by the police. Okay.
Because her
I'm sorry.
boyfriend was a police officer, and he died. They found him in the snow.
Okay.
And outside of a house that they were partying in, a bunch of other police officers. And they believed that, or they said that she hit him with her car and then drove away left him there to die. And other people said, no, that's not what happened. And I did see a little portion of somebody's testimony, like somebody who knows about bodies and stuff like that, saying that this man was not hit by a car. So
okay.
Yeah. But I still don't know
She
enough
was found
about
not
it.
guilty.
She was found not guilty. Yeah. This was her second trial.
Wow.
The first
What?
trial. Yeah, the first trial.
They keep coming after her? That's crazy.
They did.
Oh,
The
why?
first-
What?
the
wait,
first-
this is a white lady. This is crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, the first trial was like a mistrial.
Okay. Where is this?
Boston.
Whoa, the most racist city of all of them. Wait, this is crazy. That's really wild to me. Wow.
Yeah. So I think
now
you'll enjoy learning more about that.
I am fascinated and so intrigued. I did not know. Karen? Not Karen.
So yeah, that might prompt you to want to find out more about that
I'm a lot
story.
more interested. Yeah, there's big systems involved in the pursuit of this person.
Right.
So that definitely piques my interest. Thank you. Wow.
A hung jury. It wasn't a mistrial. The first trial was a hung jury.
Okay. Wow, that is crazy. What else do we need to talk about?
What else? You got any other stories?
I already told you I pollinated my plants with my vibrator. And should we talk about the demonstrations?
Oh yeah, the No Kings Day. So I was on vacation when that happened.
Oh.
And they were demonstrating like outside of our hotel.
Yeah.
And that was pretty cool.
I bet.
Yeah.
I love the energy. The
Yeah.
vibes. The vibes are
Yeah.
good.
So
the vibes
we
are
opened the
good,
window
in spite
and
of.
we were like cheering, and my grandson was pretty excited.
Yeah, I bet.
And there was a guy running up and down the street with a "Fuck Trump" flag, so that was funny.
Were the signs funny? Did
Yeah,
you read any
I
of the
don't-
signs?
I don't remember what there was one that we were laughing about, but I don't remember what it said.
Well, I just wanted to say that it was really, really wonderful to see, like, in opposition to this, what did he have? Presidents, listen, I know Geminis are annoying. I know we can be annoying, but a whole parade for your birthday?
Yeah.
I would never.
Crazy, yeah.
And it was really funny to see, like, the military people, like, just
kind of
they
shuffling
were like,
on
I'm
down
just
the
here because
road.
I
Yeah.
work here. I just
'Cause I
work
have
here.
to
Don't
be
ask me no
here.
questions.
Yeah.
And
then the tank
the
was
tank squeaking.
yeah. That was funny too.
But the energy of the people, it was invigorating because there is a lot of shit.
Yeah,
there is so
going
much
down.
of it.
Oh, and right the day before that guy shot the representatives in Minnesota.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was nuts too.
No, and I don't want to be like conspiracy theory, tinfoil hat, everybody get in the bunker. But this is.
Do you know anything about how he did that?
Didn't he? He shot him, right?
Yeah, but he dressed up as a police officer. Yeah.
What?
He dressed up as a police officer and he showed up at their houses. He even had a car with like lights on it.
Stop.
Yeah. And he knocked on their door in the middle of the night. And of course they opened the door. They thought it was a police officer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't open your door if a police officer knocks on your door. Call 911.
Yeah.
To make sure that,
Oh man, I'm really like getting a lot of feelings. I'm 41 years old. Wow, I just the levels of low that is to.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say, friend. Hey,
Yeah,
shout
it's
out to
a
all the
lot.
dads and grads.
Yeah, it's Father's Day last weekend.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's
Yeah.
right. And it's Juneteenth. And if
That's right.
Juneteenth-
Today is Juneteenth.
Yes,
That's
as we're
right.
recording. And if Juneteenth teaches us anything, my daughter was asking me about this today. She was like, why are we celebrating this? I was like, it is kind of silly
It's
if you
your
think about it.
4th of July.
Yeah, it is. But it is silly to celebrate getting the news that you were free. And I was telling her that Black people, despite all of our challenges, we've always been free. We gotta free our minds, just like Bob Marley said.
Right.
But yeah, it's the celebration of the news that, hey, the president freed y'all 2 years ago. Isn't that crazy to celebrate the news?
It is, but I also think about it as like, we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
How you don't really like celebrating the 4th of July.
I hate it.
So this
Yeah.
is your 4th of July. Celebrate.
Yes. Oh, I celebrated the shit out of today.
When we were in California, we were in Long Beach. We were driving along, going to this area, and there was a huge Juneteenth celebration.
Oh, wow.
And we were like, oh, can we go? Wendy
Why
said I'm
not?
invited to the cookout.
No, Wendy, no, yes. This is, I think, something that people should know is generally Black people are historically very welcoming. That's how Africa got, I mean, if you think about it, how we kind of ended
They're
up where
"Hey,
we
come
are.
on
Like,
in. And
no,
then the next thing you
this
know,
is
people are acting
wait,
like assholes.
what? You're
Yeah.
taking people? Wait, what?
Wait, that's not
you
what
have
we
our
agreed to.
gold, And
Yeah.
wait, you're taking our stuff and
What the
putting it
fuck,
in your
man?
museums? What the frick? What the heck? What the heck is going on? What the heck is going on here? But generally, yes, and I will also say I do believe that generally Black people have like a moral superiority. If we have any privilege, we have moral privilege because we haven't like colonized anyone or forced anyone to learn our languages or forced our religion on
That's a
anybody.
good point.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Good point. Yeah.
So yeah, it's all that to say, if you see a celebration, I think if it's out in public, you should go and see and have respect for and give reverence and learn and enjoy, right? The problem with when white people come into
They try to take
Black
it over.
spaces is when they try to take it over.
Yeah.
The moment it feels like it's about you, get the
Then
fuck
get
out.
out. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
otherwise, come on in.
Go and enjoy. and learn.
Yeah. So,
All right.
but Juneteenth's over, so remember that for next year.
Okay, next year.
Yeah. I forgot how we end the show. Well, listen, that's the news. I'm Beth. Oh wait, no. I'm actually tired. I have to go to work tomorrow. I don't want to have tomorrow off. So I'm
well,
Wendy.
Let's go then.
That's Beth. And we host
And
Fruit
this is our
Loops
show.
of Serial Killers of Color, allegedly. This is I Love You, Bye. Thank you so much for being here with us. And love you. Bye.
Bye.
Now, where can the people find us, Beth?
Our website is fruitloopspod.com, and we use Fruit Loops Pod for all of our social media. The footnotes for each episode can be found on our website. Plus, check it out for the different ways that you can support the show. You can also join us on Patreon, where we have hundreds of hours of bonus content. You can also support us by supporting our sponsors or by giving us a 5-star review.
5 stars only, please.
Also, don't forget to subscribe.
That's right. Now, this is a weekly podcast, and episodes drop on Thursdays. So until next time, love you. Bye. I'm 41 years old.
You all right over there?
Yeah, I'm 41 years old. 41. I kick, stretch, and kick. Sorry, I'm a mess. Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh, child. All right. It's Gemini season, y'all. Everybody prepare to be very sick of us. Very sick of us. Wait, you were boogie boarding?
Yes, I was boogie boarding.
White ladies are not scared of nothing. Okay, so you're boogie boarding. Wow. You survived a stingray attack.
Actually, I attacked the stingray when I stepped on it.
You know what?
I was like,
wow.
yeah, stingray's going to stingray.
Stingrays' lives matter, Beth. I don't know
do.
if you...
I know. It was really rude of me. Really rude. So I don't blame the stingray.
The pollen will woo-hoo-hoo, go out. It'll shake it loose.
Weird.
I did it. I took my vibrator and put it on all the flowers that I saw in my garden. And do you know what fucking happened the next day?
I thought you were going to say that the flowers grew out of your hoo-ha.
My stomach hurts. I'm like, the Hamilton reunion has to have popped up in your feed.
No.
Oh my God, I can't believe it. Okay.
What world am I living in?
We're going to have to go behind the scenes. I have to talk to my friend Beth Anderson Williams. What is going on? Her name is Cynthia Erivo. Who wicked?
Oh. Yeah. Your doppelganger.
Yeah. Okay. And then
okay.
Yeah. Whatever. So,
okay.
So she hosted it. Ted Cruz is a joke. And now
that was really
I agree
painful.
with Tucker Carlson. Hey, we're on the same side now. And the protagonist June is like, case by case basis. And
a lady was like, I will freeze in hell before I agree with Tucker Carlson. It was like in the past, and then now she just gave this funny look, like
she's dead. Like, I guess I gotta die now. So
we're living in the upside down. We've been living here for a long time.
Hang on, I'm gonna type that. Why doesn't my mouse work? Great. Hey,
got it. Okay.
Oh man, I'm really getting a lot of feelings. I'm 41 years old. Wow. I forgot how we end the show. Well, listen, that's the news. I'm Beth. Oh wait, no. I'm actually tired. I have to go to work and love you. Bye.
Bye.